Hello, friends. We're back with you. Today, our boy Tim will be playing a new mode. Escape Joy Inside Out Barry's Prison School. It's going to be fun and exciting. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss new videos. Let's go.
Oh no, this is very dangerous. Look at the chasm beneath us. I'm so worried about our boy Tim. How is he going to get across? I hope he will be careful and not make any rash decisions. We need to support him so he doesn't succumb to fear and make a mistake.
How dare they put such a dangerous obstacle in his path? This is outrageous! How is Tim supposed to overcome this with so many dangers around? But I know he is strong and will manage. Let's help him focus and overcome this challenge.
It's so filthy here. This place looks completely abandoned and dangerous. Tim, please be careful and don't touch anything unnecessary. We don't need any more problems.
I'm sure Tim can handle it. He's always been brave and resourceful. This challenge is just another step on his way to victory. Let's support him and believe in his abilities.
Oh no, we're in the ventilation shaft and it's so cramped and scary. This confined space makes me nervous. Tim, please hurry. I can't stay in such a narrow place any longer.
Ugh, this place is a nightmare. How did we even end up here? We need to get out of here quickly. I don't want Tim to get stuck. Who even thought up these ridiculous mazes? They're just making our journey harder.
And it's dusty here too. The ventilation shaft looks like it hasn't been cleaned in years. Tim, be careful not to breathe in all this dirt. We need to get out of here fast before we all get covered in dust.
Don't worry, everyone. Tim always finds a way out. We've overcome so much together, and this will be no different. He'll get through this quickly, and we can continue our adventure. Believe in him, he can do it.
Oh no, a scary teacher is chasing us. This is really frightening. She looks so strict and menacing. Tim, we need to find a way out and escape from her. But Joy, why does she look so much like you? It's strange and unsettling.
I don't understand why she looks so much like me either. Maybe it's just a trick of the light or a coincidence. Don't worry, Tim will handle it. We've faced challenges before and always found a way out. The important thing is to stay calm and keep moving forward.
What on earth are we doing here? Why are we stuck in this awful school? Tim, be careful, but hurry up. We need to get out of here as soon as possible.
Guys, no need to panic. I'm sure Tim will handle this and everything will be okay.
Oh my God, those pears are terrifying. Tim, please be careful. If you hit one, you might fall.
Oh no, not this. Trolls, this is really scary. It's so high up. Tim, please hold on tight.
Guys, I think while Tim is going through these challenges, we can share some interesting stories with our viewers. If you, our viewers, have liked and subscribed, let's see if you can like and subscribe in 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. If you didn't make it, we're giving you 5 more seconds. And now, let's get to the story.
The day began with tension. Rumors spread through the town about a gang planning to rob the local bank. Our police officer, Jack, was ready for any threat. When we heard about it, I was filled with determination. We couldn't let criminals destroy the peace of our town. I was ready to act, feeling the heat of righteous anger. We all knew Jack had to protect the residents, and we were geared up for the fight.
However, with each new report that came to the station, my anxiety grew. The gang was well organized and armed. I worried that Jack might face dangers he wasn't prepared for. We needed to find a way to warn the residents and prepare for any scenario. My anxiety was a reminder to be cautious and vigilant, keeping possible threats in mind.
When we received precise information about the time and place the gang planned to strike, I felt disgusted by their audacity and lack of principles. These people were willing to harm innocents for their own gain. I was repulsed by their plans and knew Jack had to stop them at any cost. We all believed in his ability to handle the situation, but the feeling of disgust gave me extra motivation.
Then, when the crucial moment arrived, Jack and his team set up an ambush. We watched as the criminals were caught off guard and couldn't contain our joy when the plan worked perfectly. In one moment, tension turned to relief and exhilaration. The criminals were captured and no innocent people were hurt. Jack showed incredible courage and professionalism, and we were proud to be his emotions, supporting him in these moments.
As the criminals were put into the police car, I still felt echoes of anger. But now it was not just anger, but a sense of justice that we all shared. Jack proved that justice exists and that our town is protected from those who wish to disrupt its peace.
My anxiety slowly faded as it became clear the threat had passed. I still worried about the future and potential new dangers, but this incident showed that Jack and his team were capable of much. I knew we had to continue being vigilant and prepared for any challenges.
I felt relieved that the criminals were caught, and the disgust at their actions now remained in the past. They got what they deserved, which restored faith in justice and order. We all took pride in Jack's ability to protect our town.
At the end of the day, when everything had settled, we felt proud and joyful that we were able to help Jack and his team protect the town. This day was an important reminder that we all play a role in maintaining peace and safety. We were grateful that Jack, our brave and selfless police officer, was ready to protect his fellow citizens.
Guys, how did you like our story? Did you enjoy it? If so, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Meanwhile, Tim has reached the final race against Disgust. Yes, the very same character from Inside Out 2.
Guys, let's wish Tim good luck. I'm sure he can do it and finish first.
Guys, isn't this a bit too dangerous? Maybe we shouldn't go so fast. I think we can overtake her anyway, but let's not rush too much.
Anxiety, don't worry. Tim has everything under control, but this version of Disgust looks awful. Really awful. I'm not like her, right? We're completely different. I'm not as disgusting as she is.
Tim, please hurry. We're so close to overtaking her. I believe in you. You can do it. Just keep going and don't be afraid. Come on, Tim.
Hooray! We overtook her. But please, Tim, be careful. I worry about you a lot. There's no need to risk your life for a race victory. You're the most important thing to us. Be careful.
Tim, come on, beat her. You have to win at any cost. I believe in you. There's so much at stake. Go, Tim, go. Only forward.
Just a little bit more. Yes! I can see the finish line.
Yes, Tim, great job. You beat the opponent. Guys, make sure to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Hello, everyone. It's me, your favorite Joy. Today, our boy Tim is going to face a very scary and dangerous challenge called Sir Scary's Mansion. Like the video and subscribe to the channel so we can get through this challenge together.
Hello, everyone. I'm already very scared. I'm really afraid of this man and his mansion. Oh no, he's chasing us. This is very alarming. Tim must run as fast as he can.
I'm about to explode like a volcano. Damn it! Why does this man think he can chase us? Tim, if you stop, we'll take him down in a second.
Do you hear those sounds? Tim, don't even think about getting close to him. It's dangerous and really disgusting. This man is so gross, he must not have showered in ages. He's a stinker.
All right, we're safe here. He can't reach us. Tim is in the ventilation. We need to keep moving.
I don't even know what to be afraid of anymore. I hope it only gets better from here.
Whoa, look at those huge, sharp red spikes. If Tim falls... No, Tim won't fall. Tim never falls. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share your thoughts in the comments.
This room is so cold and smells terrible. Can we hurry up and get past these spikes? It should get easier after this, right?
Disgust? I don't think it will get easier, but Tim can handle it. Oh no, are those axes? Well, at least it's not lava or that old smelly man.
These axes are so sharp and big. Tim, please be careful and make it to the end. You're almost there.
The axes are behind us. Tim, you did great. Those huge axes are really dangerous. Even small axes can be dangerous too. I remember a forester once injured himself with a small axe. It looked harmless, but the forester was in a lot of pain afterward.
Anger. Don't talk about that. It's making me feel disgusted. Ugh, it's awful. How can you even talk about something like that?
Guys, maybe this staircase leads us to the exit. Look. Oh no, it's not the exit. These propellers are huge, almost like a helicopter's, just a bit smaller. Tim, maybe the exit is waiting for us behind them?
What a dangerous descent, Tim. Slow down, we might crash. Be careful.
Anxiety, it's okay, don't worry. Ahead, traps. I'm sure someone has already been caught in them, but we won't fall into them that easily, right, Tim? This challenge is within our power, darn it. I'll crush anyone who stands in our way.
It smells terrible up ahead. What is that in front?
There's a chasm below us, but it's okay, right, guys? Anyway, let's stay calm and not panic.
A chasm? Not panic? I'm about to cry from fear. This is so scary. Oh my God, where have we ended up? I'm so worried about our boy Tim. I just want to get out of here as soon as possible.
Tim did great. He turned off both valves, stopped the gas leak, and now we can move forward. No one fell, and you were also worried.
Guys, this is a great time to share some fascinating stories with you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's dive into the stories.
It's time to share an incredible story about how we helped a robber turn his life around. It all started when we found ourselves inside the mind of a man named Victor. He was a robber, and his life was filled with mistakes and bad deeds. Despite this, we knew that deep down, Victor was a good person.
I felt a great deal of anxiety when we learned who Victor was. He often found himself in trouble, and his life was full of fear and tension. I worried for him because I knew that this path would lead nowhere good.
When I realized that Victor was involved in robberies, I felt anger. Robbery is unfair, and I wanted Victor to understand that he couldn't treat others this way. I knew we had to help him see the consequences of his actions.
It was unpleasant to be in the mind of someone who did such things. Robbery and deceit are very repulsive acts. I wanted Victor to realize that such actions not only hurt others but also harmed him.
We decided that we needed to help Victor find a better path. Instead of judging him, we tried to guide him towards the right way. We started showing him what his life could look like if he changed. We suggested to him that there were many ways to earn an honest living and feel true joy.
I was still worried that Victor might not be able to change his life, but we decided to support him. We encouraged him to think that he could start fresh if he wanted to. We also helped him find resources and people who could assist him.
I used my energy to help Victor understand how destructive his actions were. We reminded him of the people he had hurt and the consequences his actions could have. I wanted him to feel responsible for his actions.
We also helped Victor realize how distasteful his previous lifestyle was. We showed him that he could change his life and stop feeling bad about his actions. This was important for him to start respecting himself and others.
Gradually, Victor began to change. He found a job and started helping other people in difficult situations. We saw how his life was filling with joy and meaning. He was no longer the robber he once was. Now he tried to do good and help those around him.
I felt immense relief when I saw that Victor had found a new path. I no longer feared for his future because he had chosen the right way. Now his life was safer and more peaceful.
I was pleased to see that Victor had recognized his mistakes and decided to change his life. He became more responsible and considerate of others. This was something to be respected.
I was also happy with the changes. Victor stopped doing things that made him and others feel disgusted. Now he lived honestly and with respect for himself and those around him.
Now Victor lives a happy and honest life. We are proud that we could help him find the right path. This shows that even the toughest situations can change if a person is willing to change their life. Along with anxiety, anger, and disgust, we realized that everyone deserves a chance at a better future.
Did you enjoy the story? Give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and don't forget to leave your thoughts about our adventures in the comments.
One day, something incredible happened to Tim. It all started when he was walking in the park, and suddenly, a bright spaceship landed in front of him. Out came aliens who handed Tim a suitcase, promising that its contents would grant all his wishes on Earth. I was thrilled. This was a real miracle.
When the aliens gave Tim the suitcase, I immediately started worrying. A suitcase that grants all wishes sounded too good to be true. What if it was a trick or had hidden consequences? I was concerned for Tim's safety.
I felt suspicious right away. Who were these aliens? And why were they giving Tim a suitcase with such power for free? I was angry at them for putting Tim in a situation with so many unknowns.
I was skeptical of the whole situation. Aliens and a magical suitcase? It sounded dirty and questionable. I thought there might be something unpleasant going on, and I didn't like it.
Despite our doubts, Tim was full of curiosity. He opened the suitcase and found a strange crystal inside. The aliens explained that all he had to do was make a wish, and it would come true. We all started thinking about what to wish for first.
I suggested that Tim should first wish for something small to test how it works and if it's safe. Maybe wish for his favorite food or a small gift. I was very worried that something might go wrong.
I agreed with anxiety. Safety first. I didn't want Tim to wish for something grandiose right away and face unforeseen consequences. I suggested wishing for something simple but useful, like extra time to do homework.
I thought that if this really worked, we could use it for something useful and enjoyable, but not too risky. I didn't want Tim to wish for something too ambitious that could spiral out of control.
Tim decided to wish for his favorite pizza for dinner. And guess what? The pizza appeared right in front of him. It was amazing. We were all excited, but we understood that with such power, we needed to be cautious.
I was still worried. What if there was a price to pay for each wish? Or something might go wrong. We decided to use the suitcase only in extreme cases and not to abuse its power.
We agreed that it was best to use the wishes for something truly important and necessary. I insisted that Tim make his wishes thoughtfully and responsibly.
I still didn't like the idea of using the suitcase without being fully sure of its safety. Careful and observant of any consequences.
So, Tim and we, his emotions, decided to use the suitcase wisely and responsibly. We knew that magic needed to be used with intelligence and caution. This suitcase became a reminder of the importance of being mindful of our wishes and actions.
How did you like our stories? I hope you enjoyed them. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks to your support, Tim is almost at the end. Thank you, subscribers.
Yes, your support means so much to us. Over 90% of people watching our videos aren't subscribed. Let's change that, shall we?
What a disgusting water. It's green and looks dangerous. How can anyone swim in that? We need to stay on guard and get out of here as quickly as possible.
Oh, this really looks creepy. Green water might mean there are lots of algae or some chemical substances. We need to be extremely cautious to avoid getting hurt. Tim, look for a way to get out of this place quickly.
And we've reached the end. Thanks everyone for watching. Good luck and bye for now. Hello everyone, my name is Joy. With me are my friends Anxiety, Anger, and Disgust. Today, we're going to play the game mode Escape Evil Stepdad.
Guys, did you hear what he said to our boy Tim? I'm really scared. What if this evil stepdad does something bad to us?
What does that jerk think he's doing? All right, we're not wasting any time. The window! We can escape through the window. We're not going to let this old man boss us around.
Great, we've been spotted. That guy is so annoying. So what's the plan now?
I think we can get out through the next window. Yes, definitely. Let's go. We'll make it out. Everyone, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel so Tim can defeat the evil stepdad. Also, comment down below which mode we should play next.
Joy, how can you stay so calm in a situation like this? It's really, really scary. I can't even think about what would happen if Tim falls or gets caught by the stepdad. I'm so scared.
Wow, look at those huge saws. It's pretty creepy for sure. But hey, don't worry everyone. We're going to kick that old man's butt. And as for the other obstacles, Tim's a smart kid. He'll manage to get through this and escape.
Oh no, this is terrible, dangerous, and gross. Don't we have any other options for escape? Why is it always lava, saws, and knives?
All right, if that's our only escape plan, then we don't have much choice. But honestly, it's not that bad. Look around. Everything's actually kind of friendly, don't you think?
Oh no! It's the evil stepdad! I get so scared when he's around and watching us. We need to sneak past him as quietly and carefully as possible, but it's so terrifying.
I'm about to explode with anger. What does he want from us? Why is he staring at Tim? Stupid evil stepdad.
It stinks. Ugh, how badly he smells. Does this guy even know what a shower is? He clearly doesn't practice hygiene at all.
Guys, I think we need to hurry and escape through that ventilation. The evil stepdad is nearby and he might catch us. Tim, please hurry,
Oh no, it's so cramped here. I'm scared. Why do we always have to crawl through ventilation? Ah! The evil stepdad is so close to Tim. Let's hurry. I'm really terrified.
If it weren't for this grate, I'd definitely show him my strength. Go, Tim. Move forward and don't look back. We need to escape from this damn home prison.
Oh God, these huge lawnmowers. This is terrifying. They're so loud and stinky, I can't stand them. When are we ever gonna get out of here?
Lawnmowers! I think this isn't the toughest challenge for Tim. He'll manage it. Guys, I think this is a great moment to share a couple of interesting stories with our viewers. So, let's see if you can hit that like button and subscribe in 5 seconds. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Did you make it? If not, I'm giving you another 5 seconds.
Joy, I think everyone has managed to do it. It's time to move on to the stories.
We love being emotions for Tim. Once, while walking through the forest, he stumbled upon an old box decorated with strange symbols. Tim was ecstatic when he discovered it was magical and could grant wishes. The box was special. It could only grant wishes that helped others. Tim immediately decided to use it to make the world a better place.
Of course, I was a bit worried. Powerful things like a magical box can be dangerous if used incorrectly. Tim started small. He wished for his friend Jack, who was sick, to get better. And believe it or not, Jack did get better. Tim was thrilled, but I couldn't shake my anxiety. What if the wishes had side effects?
I was a bit annoyed that Tim didn't first check how the box worked. He was so excited about helping others that he didn't think about the consequences. But when we saw Jack healthy and happy, my anger subsided. Tim used the box with good intentions, and that was important. I hoped he'd be wise and not wish for something that could cause problems.
When Tim began using the box for more significant changes, like helping the local animal shelter, I felt a twinge of unease. He had good intentions, but the box looked old and a bit creepy. I couldn't shake the feeling that something might go wrong. But all of Tim's wishes came true exactly as he intended, which gave us all hope.
Each new wish Tim made brought joy and relief to those around him. He wished for new swings and slides in the park, and soon the city authorities installed new equipment. Tim also helped his family and neighbors, and even organized aid for those in need. The box was a real miracle, but most importantly, Tim learned the value of helping others and being kind.
Still, I continued to worry. How long would the box work? And what would happen if Tim wished for something wrong or selfish? I knew Tim was a good boy, but the box's power was too great to underestimate. I hoped Tim would be careful and wise with his wishes.
It sometimes frustrated me when Tim faced difficulties or when people didn't understand his good intentions. He tried so hard to help, but some people just didn't see how much he was doing for everyone. It wasn't fair, but I was proud of how Tim handled these situations. He didn't give up and continued to do good.
The box, though it brought much good, still seemed a bit strange and unsettling to me. But over time, I learned to accept it as part of our lives. The main thing was that Tim used it for good deeds and learned along the way. We all understood that the box wasn't just a magical object, but a tool that helped Tim and others become better.
In the end, Tim learned that true magic wasn't in the box, but in his own good deeds and actions. Even without magical help, he could bring joy and relief to others simply by being attentive and caring. The box disappeared as suddenly as it had appeared, leaving behind not only good deeds but valuable lessons that Tim would remember for a lifetime. We were happy to be part of this amazing story and to see how our Tim grew and became kinder and wiser. Today is a big day in Tim's head. His parents gave him a brand new phone and Tim is over the moon with happiness. He had been dreaming about this for a long time and now he finally got such an amazing gift. Tim immediately started setting up the phone, downloading games and apps. We all felt his joy and excitement. It was contagious.
On the other hand, I was a bit worried. New phones are so fragile, and Tim can sometimes be a bit careless. I kept reminding him to put on a protective case and screen cover to avoid breaking the phone. And of course, there's the internet and social media. What if he gets into some unpleasant situation?
When Tim started telling his friends about the new phone, I felt a slight irritation. Some kids immediately started feeling jealous, and one even joked that Tim would soon become addicted to the phone. That made me angry. Tim deserved this gift. And it's not his fault that not everyone has such things. I wanted his friends to be happy for him, not tease him.
A particularly unpleasant moment was when Tim started watching a lot of videos online. Some of them were frankly boring and pointless. I felt disgusted that he was wasting so much time on nonsense. I tried to hint to Tim that it would be better to use the phone for something useful or interesting, like learning something new or connecting with friends.
But overall, there was a lot of joy. Tim found many useful apps online that helped him learn and grow. He even started trying to program simple games. It was so great to see how the new phone opened up new opportunities and hobbies for him.
Of course, I continued to worry a bit about the time he spent on the phone. I tried to remind him that it's important not to forget about real life and friends, as well as studying. We all worked together to find a balance between fun and useful activities.
And when Tim started sharing useful knowledge and interesting discoveries with his friends, I felt proud. He wasn't just enjoying his new phone, but also using it to help others and share joy. This was a real example of how technology can be used for good.
Sometimes I was still concerned that Tim might get too absorbed in something not very useful. But I was glad that he became more mindful and started choosing quality content. It was important to see that he wasn't just consuming information, but also learning to critically evaluate it.
In the end, the new phone became not just a gadget for Tim, but a tool for self-expression and self-development. We were all happy that we could help him find the right path and learn to use technology wisely and joyfully.
Guys, write in the comments how you like the stories. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Your support means a lot to us. Also, to not miss new videos, click the bell icon.
Guys, we're almost there. If we defeat Evil Stepdad, we can return home. We have to believe in ourselves and each other.
Yes, enthusiasm alone isn't enough. This evil stepdad has been getting in our way for too long. We need to act quickly and decisively.
His laugh is so annoying and he smells awful. I hope we can handle this without too much trouble.
Oh no, what if we can't beat him? He's so strong and cunning. Do we have a backup plan?
Don't worry, Anxiety. We have a plan, and we're ready. We're all different, but that's our strength. Anger, you can distract him with your intensity. Disgust, use your sense of smell to find his weak spot. And Anxiety and I will support you and keep an eye on the situation.
Great, I'm ready to get angry and end this for good.
Of course! Together we will win! Let's show the evil stepfather that he picked the wrong team to mess with.
Yes! We did it! We defeated the old evil stepfather. He got what he deserved. Well done, team. To our viewers, thank you for watching. Hit the like button and subscribe. Goodbye, everyone.
Hi everyone, today we're going to play Roblox in the game mode MR Yummy Supermarket. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to the channel and give us a like, and also leave a comment about which game mode you'd like to see next. Let's get started.
I have a feeling that Mr. Yummy is not the cleanest person. Just look at this place. There are sauces spilled everywhere. It looks like ketchup and mustard. It smells so bad. It seems like something else has gone bad here too. He really needs to hire a cleaning company to sort this out.
Oh, look at this mess. Just look at the floor. There are puddles everywhere. This place is disgusting. How can anyone work in such a filthy environment? And that Mr. Yummy guy looks so smug, like he doesn't care at all.
I know. It's really unsettling. What if those puddles are something harmful? What if they're dangerous? I'm really worried about Tim. What if he slips and hurts himself? We need to be extra careful here.
Seriously, how can someone be so careless? If he can't even keep his supermarket clean, what else is he neglecting? I'm so angry just thinking about it. We should do something about this.
I just keep thinking about all the potential hazards. What if those puddles are hiding something worse? We need to make sure Tim doesn't get hurt. I'm so anxious just looking at this place.
Well, we have to deal with it. If Mr. Yummy can't clean up his own mess, we might have to find a way to help him. But I'm not going to be happy about it.
Agreed. Let's just focus on keeping Tim safe and getting out of here. I'm too worried about all the dangers in this place to think about anything else right now.
I think these cashiers are unhappy with their work. Some look like they're hungry, others seem exhausted. Mr. Yummy doesn't seem to care about his employees at all and makes them work to the bone. We need to do something about this. Maybe punish him and help the cashiers.
Wow, look at this room. It's like a magical playground for kids. The walls are painted with bright colors, and there are so many toys and games scattered around. It's so cheerful and fun. I bet kids love spending time here.
Ugh, are you serious? Look closer. The toys are all over the place, and some of them look really dirty. There are crumbs and stains on the carpet, and it smells a bit musty. It's not as charming as it seems.
Come on, it's supposed to be a fun space for kids. A little mess is normal. Besides, those toys look like they've had a lot of happy playtime. The room has a lot of potential to be a great place for children.
Maybe, but the filth and disorganization are hard to ignore. I can't help but feel grossed out by the mess and the smell. It's not just a little mess, it's pretty disgusting.
I understand that it might not be perfect, but the overall vibe is still positive. If someone cleaned it up a bit, it would be a fantastic space for kids to play and enjoy themselves.
Well, I suppose you're right about the potential, but it definitely needs a thorough cleaning before it can be truly enjoyable. I just hope someone takes care of it soon.
Exactly. With a bit of tidying up, this could be an amazing room for kids. Let's hope it gets the attention it needs.
Story time! Now we're going to tell you a story about Tim.
Today, we have an exciting story about how Tim saved the population from a zombie apocalypse. Imagine, our brave Tim found himself in the middle of a zombie outbreak and had to figure out how to save everyone. It was quite an adventure.
Oh no, not a zombie apocalypse. I was panicking from the start. What if Tim couldn't find a safe place? What if the zombies were too strong? I kept worrying about him as he tried to find a way out of this terrible situation.
Stop worrying, Anxiety. Tim isn't just any guy, he's a real hero. Sure, zombies are dangerous, but if anyone can stop them, it's him. If needed, I'll personally deal with those zombies to help Tim save people.
Ah, zombies are just revolting. Their appearance and smell are horrifying. I was completely grossed out. I hope Tim can handle this without getting too close to such disgusting things.
When Tim started taking action, he first gathered a group of survivors and led them to a safe shelter. He came up with a plan for safe movement and defense. Despite the dangers, he kept a positive attitude and inspired others with his actions.
I couldn't stop worrying as Tim led people through ruined cities and dense forests. Every step was risky, and I feared something would go wrong. He did an incredible job ensuring everyone's safety.
Tim acted quickly and decisively. When zombies tried to breach their shelter, he took up arms and protected the people. I was so proud of him for showing he wasn't afraid to fight to protect those with him. We won't let anyone suffer because of these zombies.
With every encounter with zombies, my discomfort grew. These creatures were truly horrific, but I knew I had to support Tim. Despite my revulsion, I recognized that his bravery and determination were crucial for survival.
In the end, thanks to Tim's bravery and skill, the residents were able to build a new safe place and begin rebuilding. Tim became a real hero, and everyone was grateful for his efforts and courage. We were all so happy that we could help him in this great endeavor. It was a story of true heroism and friendship.
I still can't help but admire how Tim managed through this terrible ordeal. He turned panic and fear into hope and safety. It was a very tough moment, but he did everything right.
See, Anxiety? Tim handled it despite all the difficulties. He defeated the zombies and protected the people. I'm proud of his resilience and bravery.
Yes, despite the horrible moments and the disgust I felt, I'm glad Tim was able to handle the situation. Now we can hopefully rest easy and hope such horrors won't happen again.
And that's the end of our story, friends. Tim showed that even in the toughest situations, hope and strength can be found for the fight. I hope you enjoyed this story as much as we did.
The next story will be about how Tim went on a round-the-world journey.
We have an exciting story about how Tim embarked on a round-the-world journey. Picture this. Tim decided to travel to every corner of the globe, discovering new cultures, meeting interesting people, and having adventures like never before. It was a journey full of joy and wonder.
Oh, traveling around the world sounds thrilling, but it also makes me anxious. What if Tim gets lost in a foreign country? What if something goes wrong with his plans? There are so many unknowns, and I can't help but worry about his safety and well-being throughout this entire journey.
Enough with the worrying, Anxiety. Tim is a brave adventurer. He's going to face challenges head-on and show the world what he's made of. Sure, there might be bumps along the way, but I believe in his strength and determination. If anyone can handle a global journey, it's him.
Traveling can be so grimy and uncomfortable sometimes. All those crowded airports, dirty hotels, and strange foods. Yuck! I'm already feeling grossed out thinking about all the mess and unpleasantness Tim might encounter. But I suppose he has to endure it to experience the world.
Tim's journey began with excitement as he set off from his home. He first explored vibrant cities, tasted delicious street foods, and marveled at historical landmarks. Each new place brought a fresh wave of enthusiasm and happiness. The joy on Tim's face was contagious as he embraced each new experience.
As Tim ventured into remote areas and unfamiliar places, my anxiety grew. What if he encounters dangerous situations or gets sick? Every new destination seemed to come with its own set of risks. I kept hoping that Tim would stay safe and that his journey would go smoothly, despite my worries.
Even though there were obstacles, Tim didn't let them get in his way. He tackled every challenge with determination and grit. When he faced setbacks, he pushed through, demonstrating his resilience. I was ready to punch any problem that came his way, ensuring he could continue his adventure without too much hassle.
Some parts of Tim's journey were truly unpleasant. From enduring long flights with questionable food to dealing with unclean accommodations, it was a test of endurance. I was cringing at some of the less glamorous aspects of his travels. But I had to admit, despite the discomfort, Tim's spirit never wavered.
Eventually, Tim returned home, full of amazing stories and unforgettable experiences. His journey around the world had been an incredible adventure, filled with new friends, breathtaking sights, and personal growth. It was a true celebration of exploration and discovery, and his happiness was evident to everyone around him.
Even though I was anxious throughout Tim's travels, seeing him come back safe and happy was a huge relief. His adventure turned out to be a fantastic experience, and I felt reassured knowing he managed to handle everything so well.
Despite all the bumps along the way, Tim's journey was a success. He conquered challenges and made the most of every opportunity. I'm proud of his bravery and resilience throughout the entire trip.
Some parts of Tim's journey were truly unpleasant. From enduring long flights with questionable food to dealing with unclean accommodations, it was a test of endurance. I was cringing at some of the less glamorous aspects of his travels. But I had to admit, despite the discomfort, Tim's spirit never wavered.
Our stories have come to an end. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and also leave your comments. See you next time, and goodbye. Hello, everyone, dear friends. Today we will be playing Escape Evil Inside Out 2 Prison.
Guys, make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so that Tim can make it to the end.
Look at this! It's our control panel! What's it doing here?
I don't know, but it smells terrible here. Is that fish? Canned food? Whatever it is, it's disgusting.
All right, let's go. I think it's a great idea to escape through the ventilation above. Guys, let's give it a try.
Oh no, it's really cramped in the ventilation. What was written on the wall? Did you see it?
No, Anxiety, I didn't see it. Maybe our viewers did. Guys, please write in the comments what was written on that wall. We're moving on. It's high up here, but we'll manage.
Oh no, it's really high up. Just look at those spikes down there. If our boy Tim falls, I'm about to cry from fear. I'm so worried for Tim.
Anxiety, calm down. See, everything's fine. We're not going to fall onto the spikes. Tim is okay. But where are we? And why does it smell so bad here?
Hey, who's that? Yeah, disgust. I'm starting to smell it too. Oh no, she looks a lot like our Joy. How dare she chase us?
We need to run faster. Guys, I don't know who that is or why her face looks like mine and why she's chasing Tim. There's no time to figure it out. We just have to run.
That creature is terrifying. Did you see how it looks? It's farting and chasing people. I'm really scared. Tim, please, let's go faster.
Phew, that was close. That was dangerous. I hope it gets safer and less disgusting from here. We need to find out who that was and why she looks so much like Joy.
Guys, I really don't know who that is. Maybe it's some kind of evil copy of me that wants to destroy us.
Destroy us? I'll destroy anyone who dares to touch Tim. Let's keep moving forward. No looking back.
This pit looks pretty suspicious. By the way, when did Tim get so good at digging so quickly?
Tim is smart and strong. He can handle these challenges easily. But where are we now? This place looks really unpleasant and disgusting. Tim, you need to find a way out of here quickly.
The exit is near. I can feel it. We just need to stay vigilant and avoid falling. It's simple, and I doubt anything will happen to us even if we do fall. Let's keep moving forward.
Joy, that's lava. It's dangerous. We need to be very careful.
What is this room? Everything looks so unusual and mysterious. I love puzzles and adventures, and this looks like a real challenge.
That guy clearly isn't happy about our visit. Why is he chasing us? We're just trying to find a way out, and he's acting like we've invaded his territory. We need to be careful and find a way to get rid of him before it's too late.
Ah, what a disgusting smell. It's as if the entire castle is soaked in filth and foul substances. I can't believe we ended up here. And that man, his appearance and odor are just horrifying.
Don't worry, it's all part of the adventure. We'll get through this. Let's see what's behind the next doors. Everything will be fine if we stick together and act as a team.
Congratulations. We escaped the castle, Tim. You did a great job. I hope we won't have to worry so much about our boy in the future. Keep up the good work.
Friends, let's share a couple of interesting stories with our viewers while Tim is going through these challenges. Please like and subscribe, and let's get started.
Once we went on a quest to find a lost treasure. The legend said that the treasure was hidden in ancient ruins, and only the bravest could find it. We decided to take on this challenge and start our adventure.
I felt the tension and worry because we didn't know what lay ahead. The ruins were filled with traps and puzzles. I was concerned that we might get lost or run into trouble.
I was outraged when I saw that some traps were especially devious and dangerous. I knew we had to be cautious to avoid falling into a trap and becoming victims of this treacherous treasure.
Inside the ruins, there was a lot of dirt and unpleasant smells. I didn't like being in such conditions, but I knew we had to continue our adventure despite the discomfort.
Finally, we found the key to the last puzzle, and it led us to a hidden room where the treasure was concealed. We were thrilled to have found it and overcome all the obstacles.
I felt relief when we found the treasure, but I was also wary. What if someone found out about our success and tried to take it from us?
I was glad that we managed to keep the treasure safe. We deserved this success despite all the difficulties and dangers.
Even though the treasure was found, I was still not pleased with all the dirt and troubles we had to endure. The main thing is that we completed the task.
We returned home with the treasure and were proud of ourselves. It was an incredible adventure, and we were all happy that we were able to complete it together. This is a story about how, along with anger, anxiety, and disgust, we were the emotions of Alex, a famous stuntman. Alex was performing in Hollywood, and his stunts were true artistry. When everything went smoothly, we celebrated his successes and supported him as he took the stage. Each stunt was a true celebration for us, and Alex always looked happy and confident.
On the day when everything went wrong, I was especially tense. Alex was preparing for a complex stunt that seemed too risky. I was worried that something might go wrong, and unfortunately, my fears came true. Alex suffered a serious injury. I was horrified and anxious about how this could affect his career and health.
When I learned about Alex's injury, I was furious. It was unfair that he ended up in such a situation. How could the organizers or the team not account for all the risks? I was scathing and angry at everyone who could be responsible for what happened. It was unacceptable, and I felt that Alex did not deserve such treatment.
It was unpleasant to see what happened to Alex. The injury was horrifying and disgusting, and it was hard for me to watch him suffer. I felt that the whole situation was the result of negligence and disregard for safety. It all caused me a sense of disgust.
Despite the heavy ordeal, we, as Alex's emotions, decided to support him during this difficult time. We knew he would not give up and would continue to fight. Alex was determined to recover and return to his work. We tried to boost his spirit and remind him that he was strong and capable of overcoming difficulties.
I was still worried, but saw that Alex was taking steps for his recovery. He was undergoing rehabilitation, working with doctors, and continuing to believe in the best. I was concerned about his health, but saw that he was doing everything possible for his recovery.
I was glad that Alex did not break down and continued to fight despite everything that happened. I was angry that he had to go through this, but proud of how he reacted to the tough situations. We continued to support him in his fight for recovery and safety.
Although I was still dissatisfied with what had happened, I saw how Alex turned his pain into motivation. He did not let negativity defeat him, and that was commendable. I hoped that such situations would not recur, and that safety on set would be improved.
Alex managed to overcome his injury and return to his career, But now he was even more attentive to safety issues. His resilience and courage inspired us all. We were proud that we could support him during this difficult time. This story reminded us of the importance of being there for those we care about and finding light in the darkest moments of life.
Did you enjoy it? If so, give us a like and subscribe, and we won't stop. Let's keep going. Also, feel free to leave your opinions in the comments. Your support means a lot to us.
We, along with anger, anxiety, and disgust, were Tim's emotions when he participated in a football tournament. It was an exciting time, full of anticipation and hope. We were all thrilled when Tim and his team made it to the finals. It was the moment we had been eagerly awaiting.
On the day of the tournament, I was filled with anxiety. It was the final match, and the whole team was under immense pressure. I worried that Tim and his friends might make mistakes or face difficulties. We wanted everything to go perfectly, but were anxious about every detail, from the condition of the field to the team's preparation.
I was determined. When the match started, I was ready for any challenges. I felt anger when I saw the opponents playing aggressively and using dirty tricks. I wanted Tim and his team to not fall for the provocations and to keep fighting until the end. We had to show that we could overcome any obstacles.
I was skeptical and felt disgusted at moments when the game became tense. There were instances when the referees made questionable decisions and the opposing players didn't always play fairly. It was unpleasant and made me uncomfortable. I feared that this might affect the outcome of the game.
Despite all our worries, Tim and his team played incredibly. They fought for every ball, and their perseverance and teamwork impressed everyone. And then, at the very end of the match, when the score was almost tied, Tim scored the decisive goal. It was an amazing sight, and all the spectators and we, his emotions, were on cloud nine with happiness.
I was filled with relief and joy when Tim and his team won. All the tension and fear I felt disappeared when we saw them celebrating their victory. I was proud that all their efforts and training had yielded such wonderful results.
I was incredibly proud of Tim and his team for not giving in to provocations and fighting until the end. The victory was well-deserved, and I was glad that we managed to prove our strength and endurance. Everything was great, and we got what we deserved.
Although I didn't like some of the unpleasant moments in the game, I couldn't help but be happy for Tim and his team. They overcame difficulties and achieved success. The victory was well-earned, and it showed that despite all the challenges, they managed to overcome every obstacle.
So Tim and his team won the football tournament, and it was an incredible victory. We were all thrilled to see them enjoying their success and celebrating their well-deserved win. This story showed that hard work, support from friends, and loyalty to one's team can lead to amazing results. We are proud of Tim and his team and happy to have been part of this wonderful moment.
Thank you for joining us and following our adventures. We hope you enjoyed our stories and had a great time watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel so you won't miss our new videos. Bye for now.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Joy, along with my friends Anxiety, Anger, and Disgust. Today, our boy Tim is going to take on the exciting mode called Disgust Barry's Prison Run. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel so that Tim can get out of here safely.
What? Disgust! Why did you lock us up in this prison? Why did you lock Tim up? This could be really dangerous.
What? Disgust? Are you kidding me? This is your doing? I'm furious. Why would you do this?
Guys, believe me, I really have nothing to do with this. Maybe it's just a poor imitation of me. I would never do something so disgusting to Tim.
Guys, let's not fight. We're a team. We should stay positive. Besides, look around. It's actually quite fascinating and interesting in here, and
very dangerous. Every room here feels like a nightmare to me.
Oh, wow. Look. Do you see that figure up ahead? It looks just like disgust. How is that even possible? This is infuriating. I'm boiling with anger. How dare they?
We need to find a way out of here. Hey, look over there. Ventilation. If we can reach it, we might be able to escape.
Ugh! Why is it always ventilation? It's so dirty and cramped. But fine, if this is our only way out, we'll have to crawl through it. But I'm protesting.
We're almost there. Just a little more and we'll be saved. It's so exciting, like being in a real movie. We'll make it and everything will be all right.
We did it. We escaped. Now he can't get us, but we need to keep moving to find the exit and finally put this nightmare behind us.
Oh, it stinks so badly here. It's really disgusting. I can't wait until we finally get to fresh air. I hope this path leads to something less revolting.
We're heading down. Tim, are you sure this is a good idea?
Don't worry, Anxiety. Tim always has everything under control. Just a little more and we'll be free. I'm confident about that.
Wow, where are we? What is this dungeon? Everything looks so bright and big. It feels strange.
And it also smells really bad. Oh God, when will we get out of this horrible prison? Subscribers, help us out! Please like and subscribe to our channel. It will give Tim the motivation to keep going if he sees that hundreds of people are rooting for him.
Oh no! This bridge is very dangerous. I'm really worried about our boy Tim. Please be careful, Tim. We always end up in risky situations.
The bridge is crossed. Everything's fine, Anxiety. No need to panic. Tim will handle it.
So here's another challenge ahead. It looks easy, but we need to be extremely careful. Oh no, what's that huge ball? It could crush us.
Tim, run faster. This is very dangerous. Don't get hit by the ball, please. Wait a minute. What are those on the walls? Are they memories? But where did they come from? What are they doing here?
Guys, I'm starting to get confused. The control panel at the beginning, the memories, the bright objects. Where are we even? Maybe Tim ended up in someone's head. Perhaps somewhere in a memory warehouse?
I don't know, but I'm really scared. A copy of Disgust is chasing us again. How many of them are there, and why does it look so much like our friend?
I'm about to erupt lava. I swear, I'm so angry. This is happening again. This place is full of mysteries we still can't solve.
Phew, it looks like we've escaped. She was so disgusting. I'm glad Tim got away from her. She looked terrible and smelled even worse. I hope we don't run into her again.
Guys, let's run up the stairs. See, everything's fine. We're safe for now. No need to panic or be scared.
How about we share a few interesting stories with our viewers while Tim finds his way out?
I think that's a great idea. It will help us distract ourselves from this nightmare and feel less scared. Everyone, give us a like and subscribe to the channel if you want to hear some stories from us.
Well, I think our viewers have already liked and subscribed. Tim was always looking for adventure, and here he found himself in an abandoned castle full of mysteries and secrets. He was thrilled to discover such a place, and each new discovery brought him more joy. Exploring the ancient corridors and investigating old objects was a real pleasure for him. I was happy with him, seeing his enthusiasm and excitement.
But with each step, I became more and more nervous. The castle was dark and abandoned, and the silence around us only intensified my fears. Every creak and rustle made me anxious, and I worried that Tim might run into something dangerous. My concerns grew as he explored dark corners and labyrinthine hallways. I was worried for his safety and was on the verge of panic.
When strange things started happening in the castle, I couldn't stay calm. Doors creaked, and sometimes it felt like someone was watching us. This was outrageous. Why did the old castle have to be so mystical and frightening? I was ready to fight these mysterious forces to protect him and ensure his safety. I couldn't stand by and watch the castle scare him.
Some parts of the castle were just disgusting. We encountered decaying furniture, moldy walls, and dust that was almost visible. The smell of mustiness and decay was terrible. These places were so dirty and unpleasant that I felt uncomfortable. The castle was not only scary but also extremely unpleasant to the senses.
Despite all the difficulties and fears, Tim continued to enjoy the adventure. He found an old diary that told the story of the castle's past and its inhabitants. This was a real treasure. Tim was thrilled with his discoveries and proud that he could uncover part of the history of this mysterious place. His joy and satisfaction were contagious, and even in the spooky atmosphere, he continued to find positive moments.
As events became more strange, I was on the verge of panic. Instead of the usual silence of the castle, we began to hear eerie sounds and creaks, and in some places, the air felt heavy and oppressive. I worried about Tim's safety and wanted him to get out of this scary place as soon as possible.
I was infuriated when Tim encountered the most frightening parts of the castle, full of creepy frescoes and symbols. Why did the old place have to be so horrible and uncomfortable? I was outraged that the castle was trying to scare Tim and disrupt his adventure. This was unfair and unacceptable. I wanted Tim to leave all these scary things behind and find a safe place.
When Tim finally got out of the darkest corners of the castle, I felt relieved. The castle was not only scary, but also an extremely unpleasant place. I was glad that all of this was behind us and hoped Tim would never encounter anything like it again.
Despite all the difficulties, Tim was thrilled with his discoveries and adventures. He was proud that he had overcome his fears and explored the abandoned castle. Coming home brought relief and joy. Tim told his friends about his impressions, and his eyes once again sparkled with happiness. This adventure became a unique and unforgettable experience for him. We were all glad that, despite all the fears and discomforts, he found joy and satisfaction in this unusual journey.
So guys, did you enjoy it? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It really motivates us to take on new challenges.
The next story is about how we were emotions in the mind of an evil scientist. When we found ourselves in Dr. Green's mind, an evil scientist, I was consumed with righteous anger. He used his intellect to create things that could harm others. It infuriated me. How can one waste their talents on destruction when they could be creating something useful? I decided our task was to channel his energy into a more constructive direction.
We started by trying to spark an interest in him for things that could bring joy and benefit. Instead of dark experiments, we aimed to inspire him to focus on something positive. At one point, he even became interested in creating devices that could improve people's lives. That was a huge step forward. Every time he did something kind or useful, we rejoiced with him, and his mood gradually improved.
Of course, I was constantly worried that he might revert to his old habits. His dark thoughts and plans still occasionally surfaced, and I was anxious that he might become evil again. Whenever he delved into his grim schemes, I tried to redirect his attention to something brighter and more positive. It felt like we were walking on thin ice, and any misstep could ruin everything.
I was particularly disturbed by his experiments, which were often unethical and dangerous. I felt revulsion towards how he treated his subjects and the experiments themselves. We began pushing him to reconsider his methods and think about the consequences of his actions. Gradually, he started to understand that he could be beneficial rather than harmful. His approach to his work became more responsible and ethical.
Over time, we saw Dr. Green begin to change. He became more open, started participating in community projects, and helped other scientists. His work ceased to be dark and threatening. Instead, he focused on creating inventions that could improve people's lives and help the environment. This path was not easy, but eventually, he became a kind and respected scientist. We were thrilled to help him see the brighter side and find the strength for change.
Sometimes he still experienced bursts of anger, but now they were directed at fighting injustice and improving the world. He used his passion and energy to do good rather than evil. We saw him becoming happier and more satisfied with his work and life overall. It was a true miracle to see him transform from an evil scientist into a kind and caring person.
Hooray! Tim defeated the final boss and we finally escaped from the prison. We are free!
Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you next time.